Hey! First! Yeah! Gwozdits. How's it going? How's it going, y'all? Holy shit, we have a bunch of divisions. 7 divisions, 14 divisions. Okay, 14 divisions are using this. Damn, that is something else. 2 divisions. Man, this is really messy, actually. really messy. I am trying out... What do you mean, why Discord bot no work? It is working. Oh no, that's you. That's you talking. I don't know. That bot is retarded. And hey, Mobo. You are on Twitch. And hey, Gamer Games. How is life this evening? So essentially... Yeah, okay. So what I'm trying out is Modern Day 4, which is a modern day mod, as you may know. Hey, thank you. Wait, why is it using that? It's supposed to be a different... Oh my god. Twitch... Well, Twitch. Streamlabs pisses me off. What? You can watch it in 720p then, baddie. Okay, so this is Mechanized Brigade. It will take a bit to reorganize everything, just to understand what's happening with everyone. Armor. Wait, this special force is different? Ew. Okay, so you're airborne. Whereas this special force is commando. Okay. I'm guessing that with self-propelled artillery you cannot be paradropped. You can. Never mind. How the hell can you be paradropped? I don't understand this. So this is Quds Battalion, Airborne Brigade Commando Division. Yeah, no, you cannot be paradropped. Come on, don't lie. You don't have the paradrop icon. Hey, Maxim. Well, you already did say hey to me, so not sure why I'm saying hey to you again. That's fine. Man. This is this quite Byzantine? Infantry Brigade is just this, okay. Just trying to separate out everyone. Mechanized Division. Air Assault Group is air mobile, airborne light infantry, whereas Airborne Brigade is... Oh my god. Where was the airborne? Okay, it was here. Marines. And then different Marines. Okay, I didn't realize that this was gonna be so complicated. Well, feels like black ice. And we've got even more commando brigades. Actually, they should be different because, you know, they can't actually be pair dropped. They're special. Artillery group. Nope, that's mechanized, and you have motorized. Damn. Okay. Infantry. That's a bad division, if I ever saw one, but okay. That's mechanized mostly. This one is, oh my god. I like the IRGC Afghan division. Oh yeah. I like this division. It's a good division. And we've got a bunch of other armor divisions. More armored. Alrighty then. God, this is something else. Special forces goes back here. Because these can actually be pair dropped, right? Yeah. And then we got more artillery. Which is just all artillery. Well, we're gonna have to remove that. Artillery only. And then missile group. That's pretty awesome. How are you gonna nuke Israel as Iran? Well, probably not gonna have the time to do that, but it would be great. My idea is to just win every war that we can. And ooh, Sepah Quds Battalion. Okay, so you're out here. Okay, so time to see exactly what's going on. Industry effort. I mean, we're already emerging, so yeah, these don't really give us anything new, really. I don't know, man. It's gonna be difficult to really get this going well. Yeah, right. We're not gonna really have much of an air force, are we? But I wouldn't mind having artillery. This will be sorted out eventually. And this, well, we're gonna need a bit of everything at the start, most likely. None of these are really good, but 4th gen multi-roll, that doesn't sound so bad. Oh, it's 1985. Never mind, do. Well, I mean, can't be that bad. At least one factory on that will give me some of them. And, yeah. Factories. Okay. Decisions, we'll take a look at those later. Air Force. Let's just deploy it all, even though We're gonna use it in different ways, most likely than what we're deploying it as, but that's fine. Obviously got a bunch of different types of planes. We're gonna have to figure them out, all of them. Helicopters. And UAVs. Okay, that's all. Here we are. Hey, Matter. Be a commie Iran. Well, you cannot do that in modern day 4 because don't really have ideologies. You just have outlooks. And ooh, Syria wants a pact on non-aggression. Yes. Non-aggression pact with India. Yes. All right. So now probably everything will be supplied? No? It's supposed to be supplying. Come on. Just supply everything. Once everything is supplied, we can send volunteers to people and actually do stuff. Oh wait, we already have volunteers. Great. Do we have any field marshals? We do. We do. Yeah, no, you're not a volunteer, so you cannot actually fight. Wait, maybe actually these guys are just there. They're not volunteers, they are just troops that went there. Never mind, then. Okay. Right. So, we need to send volunteers to these people. Yeah, we've even got troops in Baghdad over here, but, you know. Ah! That's a cool looking thing. Modern day 4. But they can't actually fight, so no reason to do that. Yeah, we need to find, like, divisions that are decent. Let's see, how many volunteers can we send? 4. In terms of these armored brigades, they're not that good. Armored divisions, they're also not that good. Armored brigade, not that good. Mechanized brigade, what about you? You're not good, but like, you can fight, most likely. Yeah, these divisions are all gonna have a bunch of trouble. Yeah, this is a good division, the Afghan division. Because it's actually big, you know? Being big is useful in Hearts of Iron. Alright, you plus 3 more. There's also these other units here, but are they good? No, not really. Oh, this one's pretty good. Are these any good? 2 special forces and 2 special forces. Never mind. That's not the best, but it's usable. These are also usable. Okay. They're better than these, that's for sure. Ooh. Well. Mechanized division. Beautiful surprise. That's 1, that's 2, and let's get a 3rd one together. 3rd expeditionary force. Are these any of these militia divisions? Not the worst. Guess I can get 2 of you. along with 2 tanks. Right? You or you? I'd say you. Because one self-propelled, one mechanized, one self-propelled. Are you any different? No, you're that. This one armor. Yeah, you've got like motorized militia in there. Although, your stats seem better. No, your stats are actually a whole lot better. Sure, whatever. So I give you to Tank Man over here. All right. Now this whole thing is based around sending volunteers to people. So wait, what? You've selected more divisions than you're allowed to send. 2. It used to be 4. It used to be 4. You told me it was 4. You lied. Why did you lie to me? Game. Don't be that. But with you, it is 4. I don't understand though. Really do not understand though. Okay, that's fine. I send you, and then the other one is him. 2. Okay, well, sure. Works, I guess. Excellent. So now they're all going. Great, so now we can fight. This mod is Modern Day 4. Joseph Stalin. The map looks like this by having Modern Day 4, which apparently turns on these like electric lights things, although not in Europe for some reason. Man, look at that. That looks pretty good. Oh yeah, right, because they're not at night. Okay, I see. And if I turn off the day-night cycle, it doesn't. Oh, that's one reason to turn on the day-night cycle. Looks a whole lot better this way. Essentially, that plus my map already has a couple of map mods. So yeah, that's what it does. Of course, makes it pretty laggy in a way. But, you know, not that laggy. It's already kind of laggy on its own. Wait, where's Greece here? Greece, you don't even have military access for me. Why are you coming for me? What the hell, Greece? What are they doing? What? Greece, what are you doing? I don't even know, man. Oh, wow. Everyone wants non-aggression packs. Well, no, I will not attack Pakistan first. And you cannot do a commie run in this mod, because there's no commies in this mod. Well, unless you know, there's the CPC. And there's Vietnam and Laos, but there's no quote-unquote ideologies. There's outlooks. Outlooks are basically... Wait, what? Days re-enable? I'm guessing that's just for the AI. Essentially, outlooks are what your country thinks international relations should be. So we are emerging, which means we do not like the American world order. And we want to kind of, you know, pick at it a little bit. Anyway, we have gotten our volunteers in here, and as you can see, it's a clusterfuck. It's a massive clusterfuck. Okay, so we have Iraqi volunteers, Houthi volunteers, and Syrian volunteers. Unfortunately, it seems to have taken away my generals. Okay, they spawned up here. You know, can I get all of these troops out? Do the Houthis even have a port? No, they don't seem to have a port. This is problematic. Oh, but Syria does. Okay. All right, let's get our men fighting. Ooh, you have some abilities. This one's good, but we don't have the command power. Down here, my divisions, I can send them up here like this. And up here to Iraq. What we can do is we can just head up. Because here it's just flat lands, so tanks will work pretty good against enemy militias. So yeah, so there's emerging outlook, which is essentially Iran, China, Russia, and a few others. India's non-aligned, although, you know, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, for example, also the House of Representatives of Libya, which is the Tobruk government. And there's Western outlook, which is essentially the US is okay, maybe the EU is okay, and in general, stability is the priority. So, you know, that's basically Europe and the US and their major international allies. Then there's non-aligned, which is like, we're on the fence. And at the start, that's Brazil. That is the Free Syrian Army, as opposed to Syria being... where are you, Syria? You are emerging. Then, you know, there's a few others, like Serbia. Are there any others? Maybe Japan. No, Japan's Western, obviously. Oh, North Korea, obviously. And like Myanmar. Then there's Salafist, which is kind of a derp thing just in there for the Middle East. And there's another one I'm forgetting. Nationalist, right. But at the beginning, nationalist basically doesn't exist. It's only Eritrea. Nationalist is just like, you know, extreme... the extreme kind of nationalist, you know, like basically fascism that wants to expand everywhere. Actually, I'm not sure why North Korea does not have nationalist ideology, because, you know, Eritrea doesn't like want to expand everywhere. They're just a bunch of isolationist nuts. And yeah, that determines what kind of diplomacy options you're gonna have out. This is difficult to see. Okay, so now you're all in Tartus, so you can come back around into Iran. Good. So we have less problems seeing people. And you'll see how the combat works in this. It is pretty difficult to get things done, because it's meant to represent slower-paced modern warfare. So you can see right now, even just the militia division. This militia over here for the Islamic State has free militia people, but we're gonna have a difficult time breaking through. Thanks, Venezuela. Hello, Venezuela. Emerging outlook. Then there's like a lot of other things that they added, which are pretty great, representing the way your internal situation is. That's all pretty good, pretty fine and dandy. Yeah, right, technically with volunteers I can send planes too, right? Those multi-role fighters would be useful. I need to enable something first. Send air volunteers. Okay, how many air volunteers can I send? It's just the Islamic State, so I can just send like my UAVs. But see, okay, 35 air volunteers. That's fine. I have also helicopters that I could use. And light strike fighters. Those are good. Now down here, you guys probably have the Saudi planes to deal with. Can I see like the air superiority? Yeah, okay, I can. And here, I don't know. It's not telling me, but I've got kind of a feeling that, oh, only 10. Okay. Let's do some light striking. And out here, Syria, which is a clusterfuck of mess of what the hell is this? Some more air volunteers. Rip Ansar al-Sharia. Yeah, okay, we can send 50 to you. So to you, we are gonna send, you should have air superiority. So what we're going to do is a strike fighter. What's your ground attack? 24. It's more than a helicopter. So why would I use one over the other? I do not know. Agility 86. Agility 52. So it looks like the fighter is just a whole lot better. I guess the helicopter is just cheaper. Anyway, 20 more planes. What can I do with those 20? Oh, close air supports. Thank you very much. And then 10 helicopters. God damn it. I fucked up. Send the Cobras. Alright, these should help. And yeah, now we fight. It's gonna, again, take a while for anything really to be done. Because of the serious problems. But eventually things are gonna get done. No, it's really annoying how they can pierce my stuff. But hey, one day they will not be able to. And that day, they will die. Alright, you're coming down here. This war against the Yemenites is rather... see, I was gonna say, it's gonna be easier, but there's Americans down here. So it looks like we're gonna have to fight those, too. Invade Burkina Faso first. Yeah, now you say it was a bad choice, but like, I can kinda... And yeah, Barzani is the leader of Kurdistan. Actually, no, it's... I think... Yeah, you mean Nechirvan, but no, it's Masood. Playing the best country. Alright. And Royal Pegasus, I am using Quam's graphics mod and WW's map plus. I replied to this comment like a million times. And see, like the thing about the Outlook stuff is that I think it kind of makes sense for some of what they're going for. All right, let's actually not have speed 5. Maybe speed 4 is a better idea. So we're now breaking through ISIS, whereas in Syria we are playing a much more defensive role. Once we break through to here, we can actually try to reach Deir ez-Zor, crossing the border. Although this is a mechanized. Oh, actually, Al-Bukamal is empty. Oh, damn it. Oh, wow. Okay. Good. So the fact that he was fighting me there really helped out. Can we breach through his mechanized? Oh, it seemed like we could, but we cannot actually. That's sad. Get our tanks moving. Angola wants to sign a pact of non-aggression. EU. 3v1 that infantry. And they took back Deir ez-Zor, so whatever. Anyway, we're trying to flank ISIS, as you see. If we can get behind them, you know, good on us. Actually, I wonder if these troops can get to Syria. Because technically I sent these volunteers to Iraq, not to Syria. I don't know. Wait, actually, what is Combined Arms Expert? Oh, motorized and mechanized. That's probably much more valuable than armor in this. Because, tanks are not as good. So that's pretty sad. How are our planes doing? Oh, they're shooting some of them down. Oh well. They seem to be doing fine overall. Yeah, kill those ISIS people. Of course, we're not that nice ourselves. We are Iran, after all. Okay. Come on, breach through. Up here, can we do anything? We can help him. We can help him hold all of this. And keep Idlib over here surrounded. Alright. Now the tanks. By the way, look at these awesome models. They're just so good. Oh, crap. You got extra troops in there. That's sad and annoying. 2017 Riyadh Summit announced. Increased opinion between all Muslim countries. Oh, wow. Maybe not us, because, you know, we hate them. And before we are not a Muslim country. Okay, you guys up here are doing your thing. Oh my god, look at that spaz! Because there's just so many provinces and so many people fighting it out. Okay. You're not getting there. Thank you. All right. Good. Hey, Kvass. Yeah, well, we don't fear the US, though. XD. Are they killing us here? Kind of. I think we need to retreat. Seems like retreat is the best option down here. Ooh. Events or decisions timeout. Intervene in the Syrian civil war. 7 days left. What the hell? Oh. Okay. So we can just take plus 25 political power. Historically, Iranian has backed the Syrian government. Okay. So that was like a kind of a mission thing. Do that, and you will be rewarded. Right, now I would really like to take this, but it doesn't look like I can. Yeah, no, these militias are too strong. Can I take these, though? I mean, I think you are strong enough to do that. So yeah, we can get that encirclement. Great. Oh, he's sending reinforcements, but that's too late. Oh, fuck you. Can we still push through him? I think he has too many troops now. That's kind of annoying. Oh, but he moves everything away. Thanks, AI. Now we just wait for him to leave and get out. Government forces of South Sudan, or anti-government forces of South Sudan. Yeah, anti-government forces of South Sudan wins. Oh boy. Really weird names. Damn, that's a general portrait. No, Iran does not have a unique focus tree. They all have generics except for the United States and Brazil. Everyone else has the same. And the research tree, I can show you that. There's a bunch of infantry stuff, but that's, you know, very linear. There's drones in there as well. Bunch of vehicles with amazing art, by the way. Some of them is slightly less good. Like, for example, for like here, the Karar and the Zulfikar are not, you know, that great looking. But look at that, and look at this one. Like, now these are obviously fantasy, but like, look at how good these look. They're fucking amazing, man. They're amazing. Look at that. Look at that quality. Anyway, yeah, it's that. Artillery, just what you'd expect. You know, there's towed guns, self-propelled, and rockets. In that, of course, there's also man-pads and anti-tank weapons, with some extra text, with some very, very awesome artwork. Again, land doctrines, it's just kind of that way. Then there's surface ships with, again, amazing fucking art. There's battle cruisers, guided missile cruisers, guided missile destroyers, frigates, corvettes, transports, then carriers, and there's 4 types. There's just regular fleet carrier, nuclear carrier, and then LPDs and LHAs. And then you have submarines with nuclear, missile, and diesel attack. All pretty awesome. Here, there's just attack helicopters, transport helicopters, an amazing array of different fighters, multi-roles, light strike, strategic bombers, maritime patrol, close air support, transports, and then there's air doctrine, which looks pretty awesome. So yeah, that's essentially what that is. The industry, yeah, Syria really did get blacked. Very fast war fighting. Is that a Halo rocket launcher? I'm not sure. I've never played Halo, so I do not know. You tell me. Anyway, so about the industry, essentially the industry is meant to represent GDP. You get, essentially, the more factories you have, the more you increase your GDP per capita modifier. And essentially once you get to, in our case, it would be, okay, so either, yeah, so if we're small, we have to build out our country. And then we can increase our GDP thing, which is just like one political power. You just pick that automatically, which increases everything except construction speed, essentially, and population growth. But it does increase the amount of industries you can put in a state, more urbanization. It increases your stability and your research time. So that's essentially, and also increases your approval rating, which is this thing. And if you get an election event, like for example for us it's going to be in June, you know, you need your election event to be, or election event, you need your approval rating to be 51% or higher. And the poll has a margin of error of around 3%. So if you're 55%, you're safe, quote unquote. So yeah, that's the industry stuff. Of course, military industry is just, you know, for this, whereas civilian industry is to build other stuff. So pretty much just the way you'd be in normal Hearts of Iron. There's this, all this decision stuff, but that's from an extra mod that I put on. It's called like the decision mod, and you can like import weapons, which is kind of cool. Like for example, you know, right now we're lacking a lot of armored personnel carriers, and maybe we want some armored personnel carriers. How would we go about getting that? Like for example, we want Russian ones. We'd spend 100 political power and get 60 BTR 70s, which I believe it's like the type that you get is dependent on your tech. I think it's like one tech below what you can produce, maybe. This is the Sarir. What does Russia have at that level? Oh no, these are, okay, so it's the same level as your tech. Same level as your tech. Of course, you can also purchase licenses from people who would be willing to give them to you, but that's of course a little bit more rare. And that's quite important because the research is much slower than in normal HOI4. So if you're a country like Ethiopia, for example, that has a really low GDP per capita, you're going to have a plus 15% research time. And also you might have corruption, which increases your research time even further. You might have a low... no, education does not seem to affect research. Oh no, it does. You might have a low education budget, so you might have some pretty bad modifiers to your research. And, you know, you might want to have... Also, insert memes about North Korea's electrification. So you might want to have licenses from people. So for example, Ethiopia, they're non-aligned, so they might purchase from India or something like that. And, you know, and then you can import stuff. Maybe if you have the license, you import the better model. I have no idea how that works in conjunction with the mod, because this import stuff is just a mod. Also, I like how there's Chinese imports, NATO imports, Russian imports, neutral imports. Then you can embargo people, and that's just like to screw them over. Although, like, I don't know why it just gives these malices just, you know, flat. Honestly, it should probably be like, you know, it seems a little bit a little bit too strong to just be able to give -5% stability to people. But that's just me. Then illegal practices. You can smuggle arms across the border. That's if you want to support someone on your border. And, you know, yeah, I guess you do not want to lend-lease them. Or maybe you cannot lend-lease them and you want to help them out. So, like, for example, with... okay. See, I thought that them being Western might have given me... Then why that is there, I do not know. Oh no, it's like... Oh no, never mind. Okay, so you're smuggling their stuff into your land. Because, yeah, look at that. Added to the national stockpile. Not to the national stockpile of other persons. So yeah, okay. Yeah, other modifiers, there is corruption, which decreases everything. Debt to GDP ratio, if you have too much of that, you've got a bunch of political power costs, which is essentially representing the money, really. And tax cost, which is consumer goods factories. So just, you know, if you're indebted, you have to pay interest. That's that. Then there's factions, which is awesome. Factions, there's some unique factions for a lot of countries. Like, for example, Iran has the IRGC, the Iranian Revolutionary Guard Corps, and they give volunteer force units and emerging support. Then obviously you have a fossil fuel industry, but that's a generic faction, and that, you know, minus 30% justify war goal time for some reason. And plus 25% resource gain efficiency. And then the ulema, you know, the clergy. That's for very religious Muslim countries. We could switch them out at a price of a lot of political power, but it would have an impact. Like, obviously, these give quite big bonuses. And the bazaar. The priesthood. Vevak. Yeah, that's a unique one for Iran. Ministry of Intelligence of the Islamic Republic of Iran. Then there's, you know, labor unions, conglomerates, the maritime industry. And there's actually some pretty cool, unique ones you can dig around for. Like, for example, the chaebols in Korea, which is essentially like Samsung. You know, it's like conglomerates to the maximum. In China, there is the Communist Party cadre. And in Russia, there's the oligarchs. In America, there's, I'm pretty sure, oh no, it's just, yeah, there's Wall Street and the military-industrial complex. But the military-industrial complex, for example, is also in, not in Israel, not in France, but in the United Kingdom. United Kingdom also has international bankers. Let's see if we can find any other unique ones, but probably not. Yeah, more oligarchs, more oligarchs. Eastern Europe is a fun place. Bunch of labor unions in Scandinavia, which is just like, you want political power? Sure, have some political power. I'm a labor union. Kosovo has the ulema. There's the farmers. Yeah, like, you see all these, you know, maritime industry, that's for you if you want ships. The priesthood is if you're Buddhist, Hinduist, or Shindo, or Chondo, which I'm pretty sure is Korea? No, it's North Korea. Right, it's this thing. It's the religion of the heavenly way. So, Tiandao, Jui in, yeah, Tiandao in Chinese. It's basically based on the Donghak, or Eastern Learning Movement. Okay, interesting. Yeah, you know, countries can have pluralist, in which case you cannot have the clergy unless, oh, then actually you can have the clergy if you have, really now. Okay. I wonder what the representation for pluralist is. Because, like, Britain and France are pluralist, but Italy is Christian, and Germany is Christian. And Switzerland is pluralist. I don't know. I don't understand. If you're Muslim, you get the ulema. And yeah, so these are these are exclusive. Then there's foreign jihadists. That is only if you have Salafism, and that's extra volunteers, extra Salafism, extra manpower. You know, all the good stuff. You know. What do you mean? What am I doing in Afghanistan? Also, wow, that's a lot of viewers. Randomly. Hello, guys. Why Poland have Orthodox clergy as a national statistic? I'm pretty sure they don't. Oh, no, they do. Wait, no. That's just, no. See, it looks like an Orthodox clergy member, but it's actually just clergy in general. It's just, you know, Christian clergy. Embargo Trump. Obviously. Also, I'm not doing anything in Afghanistan. Afghanistan is doing all that on its own. You know, you've got Ashraf over here trying to put down the Taliban. The Talibanis. As you can see, the Talibanis have foreign jihadis, whereas Afghanistan has international bankers. One thing that pisses me off is that the national statistics screen over here shows 6 things, except there's 7, so you're missing 1. Like, for example, if we were to look at Iran here, we wouldn't see that we have the ulema as well. So, you know, you can't snoop around in people's faces anymore. Well, not as much as you should be. What does Mongolia have? The farmers, obviously. Man, make Mongolia great again. Bhutan, Buddhist. Yeah, lovely. What else? What else are you talking about? Does the U.S. support any of the terrorist factions like the Taliban in Afghanistan? Well, the U.S. supports the legitimate government of Afghanistan, obviously. United Kingdom, Italy, and United States have troops on the ground. And Germany, Montenegro, Norway, Romania, Georgia, and India are giving Lend-Lease to Afghanistan. Oh, wow. India. That's surprising because, you know, they've got a different ideology or whatever, but it's actually realistic because India is meddling in Afghanistan. Interesting. So yeah, essentially, hey gamers. So yeah, essentially, the way the economy works is the same, but it's different. Then there's the government budget, which is for budget balance. Essentially, budget balance is like if you're spending less than your income, you get minus 4% tax costs, so you can use more of your factories for construction. Then you have the decentralized, the administration. We right now have a decentralized one, which gives us no bonuses, but it doesn't cost that much. And then these other ones bring that up. Also, I gotta go take a shit, so have some fun. Have some fun in the chat. Yeah, I am very sorry. Okay, I'm back. God damn it. Almost killed myself. Nuke Drump. Hello, Bismarck. I like that you tell me to nuke Drump, but place Turkey. Maybe one day. See, this mod is actually gonna be merged with Millennium Dawn. So yeah, we're gonna have play that plenty when that's done, but that's gonna be done in a long time. Yeah, essentially the main goal of this, and oh, by the way, like one thing that I need to mention is that I'm trying out a kind of different format of like playthroughs with streams, essentially. I want to cut down on the amount of quote-unquote let's play type of videos that are on my channel. Slightly, at least. Because I want my channel to be more focused on like quote-unquote quality content. And I have a lot more fun doing live playthroughs on stream anyway. So it's, I think, gonna be better for me and for you. But that's just, you know, that's just the thought. I'll be expanding more on that in the future. So essentially the idea of this, well, I'm not sure I'll be able to do it in this stream because, you know, it's evening right now. I'm not gonna stream for that long. But essentially the idea is gonna be to take over most of this part, okay? Then destroy the Saudis, and, you know, encircle them, destroy them. And then maybe, if I get the chance, he's gonna go down. Maybe, yeah? I do not know. That might be a little bit too ambitious, because this mod is actually pretty difficult. Like, okay, if you do things in a certain way, it's not difficult. But I should really play as this guy. Man, he would actually win against Moldova. Transnistria. Yeah, he's got the Communist Party there. Fucking Transnistria. The best country in the world. Man, that would be difficult, using Transnistria and restoring the whole of the Soviet Union. That would be quite not easy. Oh yeah, look at those armored divisions punching on through. I do like myself some of that. Well, see, the thing is, Modern Day 4 is gonna be the main inspiration for the rest. Like, it's gonna be, the end result is gonna be closer to Modern Day 4 than to Millennium Dawn. And it's also good because it's, like, Millennium Dawn has a really ridiculously big audience. You know, it's actually kind of scary in a way. So, yeah, having that be part of it will definitely be good. Like getting this mod a little bit of extra audience. And, ooh. And this is one hell of a battle, but it seems like the Houthis have to retreat. So let's go back to Sana'a. Let's get the hell out of here before the Americans, you know, destroy us too much. There's also Saudi Arabia and Britain. You know, just the whole company. The whole company is down here. Ooh, we can't take test. Ha ha ha. That's work in progress. We can't take one of these things though, or a defense company, a manufacturer. Wow, that's actually really good. Look at that. But like we have minus 4% budget balance. So we could go to the positives. Would we afford Would you be able to afford that? I don't know. We have medium military spending right now, which is good enough. Military spending essentially is both mobilization economy laws and mobilization manpower laws. Higher education focus. Free universal quality education. That's also a lot of political power. Basic pensions. That gives us political power, but it's very expensive. Can we afford a welfare state? Most likely not. Police funding. Police funding is very good because it gives you both decryption and encryption. So, yeah, high police funding. That doesn't sound too bad. But yeah, I would really like something that gives us political power, so actually civil service is the best thing for that. Large civil service administration, and it's actually relatively cheap too. Thank you. Oh, crap. I seem to have been surrounded in Medea. Well, let's take the Arizor. Do I have the supply here? No, I don't. If I take the Arizor, though, I do have the supply, so use force attack. Oh, crap. They are flanking me. Wow, we are winning. So if I can hunker myself down in there, I'm fine. John Thompson the third. Yeah, that's the general down here, right? I don't see him anymore. Can you invade another country without it generating a million world tension like it would be IRL, or only supporting proxy wars? Well, you can invade countries. Otherwise, it wouldn't be Hearts of Iron 4. It would just be impossible. And you can only not invade countries if you are Western outlook. You can get war goals on people that aren't your outlook, though. I think. And yeah, like there's no real reason to not declare war on people except like if they're guaranteed or something. So like for example, if you're DPR Korea, actually no, the wrong one. If you're the Republic of Korea, there's no reason not to justify on Kim Jong-un and killing him. Like pretty much no reason. Especially because he's also got your core states. So yeah, there's really no reason not to do that. But yeah, there's like an infamy system that does come into play, but it's just not as impactful as it would be IRL. But you know, like there's just no way to simulate, even in a very approximative kind of way, modern geopolitics and Hearts of Iron 4 and have it be fun, you know? Because you'd be sitting around not really doing much for a long, long time. Stop attacking me and let me get to their Azor. They're probably gonna... This is annoying because they're probably going to get themselves some other troops in here. I would really like to keep my divisions. I'm losing so much equipment just out of attrition, most likely. Yeah, North Korea is difficult to explain in Hearts of Iron terms. You want to see the USA? I'll show you the USA. Build the greatest fence. Deport all illegals. Withdraw from TTIP. Renegotiate NAFTA. The travel ban. Repeal Obamacare. Withdraw from the TPP. America first. Arsenal democracy. Yeah. 350 ship navy. America, Pax Americana. Expand Operation Enduring Freedom. It increases the debt. Expand the War on Terror. Purchase Middle Eastern bases. America, the worst deal ever. Leave it. The ballistic threat. Sue the Saudis. Invest in Iran. Now that decreases the debt. Give factories to Israel. Return to balance of power. Oh, that's you know, that's like quote unquote the non-freedom. Russia Russia investigations. Why would you pick that though? I guess if you want to get rid of Trump in 2022, because you know, minus 50% political power and decreases approval rating. Man of his word. Change the popularity of nationalist outlook, even though he's gonna be Western outlook. There's also 34% of Western outlook. Nationalist outlook. So who knows? Although, I don't know, that's really weird. America! Freedom! Democracy. Bombs. F-15 Strike Eagles. Man, I wish he would stop attacking me. Because then it'd cap the Azor. And of course he's still attacking me. Oh crap, he's actually winning. Well, that's not what I would be expecting. I still have last stand, obviously. In case that's required. It seems like I'll just get cucked really hard. Because there's ISIS troops coming in from all the flanks. But here, this one is about to fall. So that's good. Can I see my organization? Okay, he's running. So now we need to hold until these guys get here, which is 5 days. Seems like 5 days. So last stand is for 7 days. Let's pop it. And actually he's winning. That's great. So we're opening up another route of support. Come on, my friend. Get in here. Get in here and support me. Otherwise, I'll die. Yeah, mobile warfare in the 41st millennium is difficult. Down here, things are not looking very good with the Houthis, because he's getting support from some pretty nasty people, whereas only I am supporting him. USA! America's freedom. Freedom ain't free. Mother trucker. Come on. Come on, buddy. Get in here. You're slow as hell. You're slow. 20 hours. Still 2 more days on this one. 6 hours, 5 hours, 3 hours, 2 hours, 1 hour. Excellent, my friend. I now am... Okay. And now I'm once again... Okay, great. So now I am in a very good position. because we have cut a bloody path through the ISIS front lines, and now we're relatively close to cutting them off from most of their army. The problem is all of my divisions need to really replenish. Houthis fire ballistic missile at Riyadh. Well, obviously. Yeah, it's really difficult to keep up in APCs, because we lose a hell of a lot of those. Alright, ooh. You know, get this tank in here to help. Aw, they put some extra divisions in here. Aw, they're running away. They're running away from that pocket to Raqqa. Oh! Thank you. Just let that little pocket be open. Looks like out here they're gonna break through us. Aw, they put more troops in here. That's really sad. And they put more troops in here too. But we are still winning somehow. Well, I mean, still winning is saying a bit much. Nah, not actually. Yeah, the warfare is very grindy in this one. Kyrgyzstan. Sure. Adaptable. That is an amazing trait. Let's get ourselves some traits wherever we can. Improvisation expert is also pretty damn good, so give him that. You know, actually a couple of you can have field marshals, because we've got two. Should we get a third field marshal? God damn it. What can you get? Oh, don't really like those. Don't really like those traits. I know, unable to promote. We need more command power. Okay, that is very fine. Sudan? Hey, Gats. I'm not playing Cold War mod, XD. Yeah, okay, Sudan is... What the hell? They're losing to Darfur. So in case you don't know, Darfur starts out with... Okay, so Darfur starts out with only this. I'm not sure if it's literally this province or, you know, it starts with one province. And now they are just pretty damn big. Also, wait, what the hell? How did they get a little province down here? I don't know, off of Sudan apparently. Then there's the Sudan Revolutionary Front, who's also doing pretty well, but I mean the Sudanese government should have this, right? Unless this is like their entire army. No, it isn't. Although their other troops don't seem to be the best. Of course, these other guys don't necessarily have the best either, so... Yeah, they've defeated their only mechanized division. Good on them. Then you have South Sudan down here. The rebellion won. Somalia's taking back his lands from Al-Shabaab. And then there's, of course, Central African Republic, which is just a mess and a half. Just a mess and a half. And I don't think there's any other wars going on. Yeah, but Libya. But Libya is just... You can understand what happens there, so, you know, don't even try. Sudanese Civil War, the Syrian Civil War, inter-rebel conflict in Syria. Yeah, okay, so that's the wars, and Afghanistan, obviously. But Afghanistan slowly but surely is going to the government forces. Alright, out here, we are back into shape. And Iraqi forces are actually heading into Syrian soil to help us out. And That's pretty okay. Damn it. You would rather be part of the Shanghai Pact. What a piece of shit. So in terms of factions, like my quote-unquote objective is to get Iraq and Syria in my faction. You would rather be part of the Eurasian Union. What a piece of shit. I wonder if we can change that in any way. I wonder if we could change that in any way. Because right now our faction, the Resistance Axis, only has Lebanon. Or, not Lebanon. Al-Shabaab. And, you know, Jesus Christ. Hezbollah. And they're so small. I feel like fucking... what's that guy's name? I feel like I should remember that. I know who that guy is. The libertarian candidate in America that did not know Aleppo. Gary Johnson, something like it. I feel like Gary Johnson. Well, yeah, there is a Cold War with Saudi Arabia. And yes, I do agree with that. More mods should be more like Millennium Dawn 4, MD4. I'm looking at with interest at the New Order, which is the meme mod for Hearts of Iron 4 that's coming out, where the Nazis win World War II. And it's in a Nazi versus USA versus Japan Cold War, with some spicy meatballs thrown in there, with Italy being against Germany. Roleplay a Cold War with Saudi Arabia like in real life. Well, yeah, Adam Dressler, nice name by the way. The Saudis will die eventually. Check Uganda. Uganda! Yes! Museveni. That's sad though, they don't have the Ugandan action movies national spirit. Nor do they have the movie industry faction. Is there even like a media faction? Nah. Makes sense. Shouldn't be there. I'm actually pretty happy that they didn't put it. Yeah, you run back to Aleppo, thank you. Attack of our division. Hello? Help him out? That's just to pin them in place. You know, I think we can get to the Kurds. I think we can get to the Kurds. Because if we can get to the Kurds, you know, all the eastern part of ISIS is gone. Mosul, still not the Iraqi government's, but maybe soon. Oh, look. We get a chance to destroy ISIS's mechanized division. That's great. And this is really sad down here. I really want the Houthis to win, but it's not looking like it. It's just not looking like it. All right. Bye-bye, ISIS mechanized division. Okay, well, they do have a single militia division, but they're across the river, so yeah, it's gonna be quite difficult for us to defeat them. How's it looking in terms of the... What do you mean no equipment lost in this? Oh, because it's volunteer troops, so it's not showing that. And also, wow. Actually, we can do a lot of damage to this guy, because look at all these divisions. They're all very low. So we can actually win this fight. Wait, no, we cannot? No, we cannot. We need to rest and refit. Jerry? So if you invade them and destroy them, I'm gonna jizz my pants. Yeah, but like the Lord's Resistance Army is like 300 dudes in the jungle by this point. So, you know. And those dudes are like people who were kidnapped when they were 12. You know? And so they've been there their whole lives. Coney 2012. These ISIS divisions are surprisingly resilient, but we will destroy them and encircle a few of these ISIS men. See, that's the thing with ISIS. Their territory is just really difficult to defend. And, like, for example, when I played them, what I did was I focused on Iraq, which the AI is not that good at using Iraq, so yeah, I just took over all of Iraq and then I had only one front. Well, relatively, only had one front. And yeah, it seems like the AI will just attack these guys too hard, so we cannot actually take all of these guys down. Crap. I tried to prevent him from reinforcing, but it's just not gonna happen. Yeah, they're just pouring in too many troops. Oh, and they even retook their Azor because no one was sitting in there. It's okay. ISIS will just be Shairat missile strike. Right, that's the airbase attack. And Syria. Looks like the Free Syrian Army is being destroyed. They've got some Turkish troops down there. Bloody Turkey. I would like some extensive centralized bureaucratic state, thank you very much. And perhaps more military spending isn't bad as well, but high intelligence and police funding. Thank you. Oh crap, well that's not good. AI, come on. Come on, man. Don't be like that. Al-Shabaab is defeated. Excellent. Oh boy. This is dangerous. Don't have supply in here. Oh god, that's so low organization. These guys are going to die. But thankfully it's only one militia, and if he does not reinforce, I can counter him. Man, never trust the AI with this stuff. Never ever trust the AI in Hearts of Iron to defend your bloody flanks. Man, look at that. They're so close to dying. Jesus Christ, of course he attacks me from the side. Although, that puts him into multiple combats. Come on, help me out. Okay, good, good, good. So now I can get him in here again. Although, oh my god. They're all so close to dying. Organization 1.0. Oh, one division died. Need to pop last stand. Otherwise the others will die too. I think this will be enough to survive a while. Piece of shit. Okay, at least these are only militias, so they're relatively easy to kill. What about down here? Well, we are actually wearing down the British and all these other guys very well because of the mountain terrain. So yeah, that's good. That is very good. Okay. So he's saved. Need to get him all readied up again. Well, I mean, Hezbollah and al-Nusra in real life as well are kind of squeezed around. Nah, I won't betray my allies. My allies are good people. Like, IRL, these people are pretty much squeezed in small places. And there's not really any way for them to represent it in any other manner, really. Like, Hamas is the one that gets it the worst, because obviously they only have Gaza. So they're pretty small. Ooh, they just left Deir ez-Zor. They just left it open. And the Islamic State probably doesn't have that many tanks anymore now, do they? Yeah, it just pierced their armor. They've probably just got like random T-55s, so even though it's an armor division, so maybe it looks more scary, it's actually probably easier to beat than some of these other ISIS militias. These two are T-72s. You know, not exactly the state of the art, but better than nothing. Speaking of better than nothing, is our Air Force still alive? Kinda. Yeah, look at those light strike aircraft. They do not die. Agility 54. Agility 5. So yeah. Agility 86, and yet you're dying more. I don't understand this. Yeah, look at all these guys trying to run away from international justice. But yeah, I think I'll end the first stream when I defeat ISIS. You know? Should I also have a division up here in Aleppo? Oh no, never mind. They're down here. Help them out. Help out our Syrian brothers. Sudan Revolutionary Front is dead. Yeah, Sudan is reasserting itself. Iraqi opinion of Iran is 165. Oh, Iran is emerging outlook and needs world tension at 60% to join faction. Oh no, never mind. See, I thought that that was like he'd be willing to join, but no, they are not. That's very sad. It's also racist. It's racist against Iranians. or something. Zimbabwe, the best country in the world. When you get the chance, destroy Luxembourg. Maybe. Hey, Emmer. I haven't seen you in a while. Yeah, you should probably go to bed. Oh, hi, Wadstock. How's life? Yeah, I'm playing your mod. Your competence. Yeah, there's only so many provinces that you can give them. So it's not like you can do, you know, anything too majestic, really. Alexa, play Nasheeds. Yeah, rip Islamic State. Just like in real life, the dream is over. The dream of the caliphate. Election campaign is heating up as race enters final 2 weeks. Since the last election on 13th of June 2013, Hassan Rouhani has been steadily steering Iran towards the emerging outlook. With final votes being cast in 2 weeks, this direction will be challenged by powerful rivals. The election itself will be between parties of different world outlooks, but will actually being able to form a new government coalition will depend on the personal popularity of Hassan Rouhani. SEPA is providing a bit of help to several parties, but will stay largely on the sidelines. The Ulema is providing a bit of help to several parties and is staying largely on the sidelines, and the fossil fuel industry as well. So that's essentially the popularity of the factions, rather your popularity with the factions. I'm not sure exactly how you change that. Like, I actually do not know. Maybe they're changed by like events or something. But yeah, like, if you have a very high popularity to that, they will support you. If you have a very low popularity, they will try to undermine you. And yeah, let's go. So 50% chance of increasing approval rating by 2%, 50% chance of decreasing by 2%, and then gets event advertising. Hassan Rouhani faces tough priorities for negative ad spending. So I guess we also have election events. A bit of Victoria too. Ha! So you're just taking a break. Yeah, thank you. Should have played as Rojava and created Greater Kurdistan. Well, I will. One day, maybe. Yeah, it's just a kind of a chill run as Iran. Just trying to see what was new in Millennium Dawn 4 because... Yes, Millennium Dawn 4. Because I haven't played this in a long while, actually. So I'm really trying to get the hang of it. Damn, these guys are getting experience quickly. They were at half regular just a while ago, and now they're at veteran, or seasoned. That's pretty good. Hassan Rouhani faces tough priorities for negative ad spending. With the final voting drawing ever closer, we have to make a decision on who we should contrast ourselves against in this election. Some hard-hitting negative ads will for sure make their popularity tumble, but there's a small chance they may successfully counter this if they have some serious dirt on us, or if our attacks were based on very poor opponent research. The effectiveness of this campaign is determined by the campaign funding that we received. So, our smear campaign will be successful. So it will be successful most likely, but there's a 20% chance that it will not work. Attack the main opposition within our own outlook, or attack the Green Movement fools. Now the Green Movement is the not aligned. And that will not increase the approval rating. It will just decrease. Oh, okay, so the main opposition within our own outlook. So this is kind of like cleaning up the inside. And since we have such a high base popularity, and since we have such a high also drift, because right now it's showing 0.00, but our drift towards emerging is pretty high because of a few reasons that you see over here. So yeah, we have 2 emerging neighbors, we have a current ruling party emerging, fast growth, and the Sepah. So we shall attack the opposition within our own outlook, because that will increase the approval rating by quite a bit. Rojava is the best state, obviously. Wait, what? What do you mean a day in the game is a day in real life? Oh, okay. That's just a metaphor. Yeah, the game is slow, but I think that's like not bad in a way. I know it sounds weird, but I like a bit of more slower paced. Because normal Hearts of Iron 4, it's like, you know, you start as like Paraguay, and then 3 years later you own the whole South America, you know, if you're good. And I am good. So that happens a lot of the times. And, you know, yeah, that's problematic in the long term, because it impacts how much you can enjoy the game. Man, I wonder if we can just snipe Raqqa quickly. Oh, fuck you, Kurds. Pieces of shit. Can I get your military access? No, because you're Western. Western. Well, whatever. Main objective accomplished. ISIS is surrounded. Oh, well, actually no, because the Kurds are about to lose it. Idiots. I'm the Kurds. I am so smart. Ah, well. Time to fight. Oh, they're putting more militias in there. Yeah, now they realize that this is a crucial little area to hold. Pieces of trash. I don't think I can finish off ISIS even in the course of this stream. That's pretty sad. One thing that I can do to help is send some more air volunteers in the form of attack helicopters. So that should help. I'll actually put them... Alright, we don't even have really... Oh, that's... Can UAVs fly all the way over here? Operational range 675 kilometers. Yeah, not really, but... I can bring... can bring you over. Wonder how much penalty I'll get from going over the limit by 1 plane. Oh wow, look at the AI. They made room for me. How good on them. See, because we don't really need to fight in Iraq itself anymore. So we're gonna get all these guys on the base that's bordering Syria. And that's gonna help. Let's see, can we do this? Parties with an emerging outlook, the winners. Okay, this is a great day for democracy, obviously. Am I Ataturk, gang? Yeah, I'm a bit Ataturk, gang. Ataturk is swell. Although I am 100% Sun Yat-sen, gang. Early KMT gang is best gang. As well as ridiculous Chinese warlord gangs, such as Ma gang. Always love Ma gang. Hassan Rouhani is re-elected. With the votes counted, the Iranian voters have decided to give Hassan Rouhani another term. With high personal approval ratings, Hassan Rouhani didn't have any problems getting enough support from the other parties in parliament to form a government backed by the majority. It's true what they say, Hassan Rouhani is really the best. So plus 150, and every country gets that event. Oh wow, we're important, man. I guess that's for like countries that have some level of importance. Like, I'm pretty sure we're not considered a major country, are we? Or apparently majors do not exist in this. I don't know. Maybe majors just simply do not exist in the world of MD4. That's just a mechanic that doesn't exist. A man of his word. Yeah, maybe it's like just set so that election events for Iran, Russia, you know, Germany, France, Italy, United Kingdom, and United States, and Brazil, and like, you know, maybe Turkey, China, India. Well, China doesn't have election events, but they could have like choosing events. I don't know. Communist state. Death is a preferable alternative to communism. Anyway, the next like big election is going to be coming up in Germany, obviously. September 2017, just a few months ago. In France, we have Macron winning a while ago. And in Italy, you have the March the 4th elections coming up, which for some reason are in February. Handily defeated all the challengers. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. And these Tahrir al-Sham divisions are trying to attack me, but it's not working out for them. Alright, that gives us some more political power. Thank you. Apparently we have secret ballots, free press. Yeah, right, these things are still much of a work in progress. I think we shall go for... We have 11... So what's our tax cost right now? It's 26%. So we can afford a bit more. We're gonna go to free emergency treatment. Maybe basic universal. Yeah, basic universal. So that we get extra political power and we can actually do more things. Now, I believe it's time to get ourselves some of our people over here. Defense Industries Organization. Yeah, every time you play a mod, you can kind of tell what the politics of the developers are. And sometimes you can just tell that there's memes. And yeah, the Turkish economy is in shambles. Add a Turk as well. Yeah, I just had to say it. You should technically be a major since you're the leader of the faction you should start with. Weird how the tab doesn't show up though. Well, yeah, I think that that's just because it's not as important. Maybe they just removed the tab. Oh no, never mind. You just needed to scroll down, right? Because there's also the faction map mode over here. Or not map mode, but faction filter. Shanghai Pact should be only China, yeah. So like the major countries right now are Brazil, China, Germany, India, Iran, Japan, Russia, Saudi Arabia, and United States. Make sense? Did they forget anyone? Not really anyone biggest. There's no Italy, XD. United Kingdom is not a major. Guess that Brexit thing isn't working out for them. There's a reason state capitalism in Wiki 2 is the best option. It was made in Sweden. Yeah, social reforms are also the best options in Wiki 2. By far. Like, if you do not get social reforms, like, people are gonna fucking revolt on you. And that's relatively realistic. Man, look at this! They're just gaining so much XP. I think Special Forces may have an additional modifier to how much XP they get or something. Oh, this is why, I think. Because look at that, they have just ridiculous bonuses to every terrain type. And man, look at all these different... We've even got Swedish. We've got Swedish man-pads. But yeah, I think... damn, you must be... Maybe it's just defensive combat as a whole, because they're not losing as much, but they're in combat like constantly because they're constantly getting attacked. But yeah, they're gonna be veterans soon. How is the South looking? Yeah, still doing a lot of damage, but like they can get infinite Lend-Lease from the West, so yeah, look at that Lend-Lease. I guess we should be giving him some of our own Lend-Lease as well, but it's like can give him ATGMs. Wait, what? It says we have 200 ATGMs. I guess we just captured them and we cannot Lend-Lease captured equipment? Maybe? That seems pretty weird. Yeah, no, there's Saige, which is RPG 7s. I feel pretty retarded. I think there's supposed to be an explanation for this. Maybe I just did not see it? No, I just did not see it. So I'll just give you like 200 bloody RPG 7s. Okay. Maybe I can buy some stuff. Maybe I can buy some artillery. 9 units of D30. So we get 18. 18 artillery pieces. Sure. That gives us this small military purchase, which increases tax cost for a bit. You know, it's probably more worth it to do with like more high-tech stuff, but you know, I just did it because why the hell not? If Vicky too, see about Zach, yeah. Neo China arrives from the future. So the sad thing about the USSR is that they didn't care much about the video games. If Vicky 2 was made in the Soviet Union, it would be much better. Oh my god. Hey Neil, you British cuck. Yo chicky blighter. We all love some Soviet games, right? How the hell are we gonna even finish off these ISIS motherfuckers? Because they're on the other side of the river. What's their surrender progress, actually? Let's think about this. 47%. So it's not going to be just as simple as taking Raqqa, I don't think. But it's not like, you know, anywhere I attack from, it's not going to be any different. which is kind of sad if you think about it. Because we're going to have to rely on the AI, essentially, to help us out. Since we didn't get any encirclements earlier. And, yeah, that's really, really sad. Let's see, 4v1, we might have a chance to cross. Nah, there's just too many militias. And yeah, look at that, 11 divisions. That place is going to be difficult to take. And hello, guy that just got assassinated like 2 weeks ago. Zakharchenko. Ooh. I do like that you only have one militia in there now. Let's see if we can breach it. Down here we are resisting, but yeah, it's difficult. Send back up. How long is it gonna take for you to get there? Too long, most likely. Get the hell out. Yeah, 7 days, no. It's just gonna be too late. Help defend Sanaa instead. And yeah, we're not breaking through this militia. Pretty damn sad, if I say so myself. Sound effects mod is just modern day 4. The sound effects just sound like this in modern day 4. I know, pretty baller, but that's just the way it is. Now we need to speed 5 though, because like we're at that phase where it's starting to become essentially only grind. What kind of worries me about ISIS is that, well, look, it's Maher al-Assad. What kind of worries me about ISIS is the fact that they are on the other side of this bloody river. The Kurdish independence referendum. The Kurdish regional government has announced that they will be holding an independence referendum in the areas that they currently control. The move has been called controversial due to the referendum being held in areas that aren't officially part of the Kurdish autonomous region, but the federal state of Iraq, including the major city of Kirkuk. Do they even have it? Yes, they do. Many see this as nothing more than a land grab by the Kurds, while others argue that the Kurds have earned the right to independence after practically saving Iraq from ISIS. Even though the KRG claims that the results will be non-binding, many fear... look at that. Look at that. That plane looks great. Bloody F-35's just crashing into the ground. Many fear that it will lead to a full independence and possibly a new conflict with Iraq. Fall of Mosul. Iraq gains capture a strategic city. Great. So, I wonder if the result of that will be an event that kicks KRG out of Kirkuk, which is basically what happened. Haha, the F-35 just absolutely obliterated whatever that plane was. Su-27, I think. I'm not a big nerd for military aircraft. Can you use nukes? How much damage do they deal? No, I never watched Neon Genesis Evangelion. I am not very weebish. So as for nukes, no. You cannot use nukes. I'm pretty sure you cannot. Maybe there's a way, but like eventually there's gonna be a way, because there's nuclear attack submarines. But yeah, not now. I'm gonna get some Russian APCs. Damn, that's expensive. Like getting yourself a military that's worthy of its name with that is expensive. I guess I'm gonna need some main battle tanks back too. Oh no, we have enough main battle tanks. Need engineer tanks actually. Don't have any of those. Damn it, my bloody special forces are being pushed back to Aleppo again. How's the situation in the Yemen? Oh crap, it's not looking all that good. Punch through the Americans! John Thompson III. Oh well. The bloody Marines are attacking me from the side, so yeah. What the fuck is that general? General Bob Bruce. Already the name is so great. Bob Bruce. And plus he looks like, you know, he's straight out of, literally straight out of Braveheart, so yeah. God damn it, ISIS. You will die one day. And look at that, Veteran 5 at maximum experience level. How amazing. Now this unit is pretty good. Yeah, look at that, 107. Plus 75% due to experience. Iraq took one state. From who? ISIS. Okay. So ISIS now is only fighting Syria, and that's problematic because all my whatchamacallits, all my volunteers died. Well, they didn't die, but disappeared. Really pretty sad. Myself a non-aggression pact with you. I would really like for you to not want to be part of the Shanghai Pact. Instead, be part of the resistance axis. But oh well. Guess if you want to be like that, then you're gonna be like that, you know. Man, look at that! Just absolutely destroying all these Idlib jihadist troops. With the strength of the faith. Ooh, looks like the Houthis. There's an interesting situation developing up here. Like, everyone's keeping all their troops to the north. And they don't really have that great forces down south. So maybe we could try to make an encirclement move. But it's probably difficult. And here we are. Ah, we actually do have a navy. Awesome. Guided missile frigates. Hello there. Yeah, they're not liking that at all. Look at that. No longer to get the effects. Good. Man, 70% approval rating? Oh yeah. They keep sending in reinforcements and they keep dying. That's pretty good. You know, honestly, if I want to win this, I might have to... No, I cannot. Wait, what do you mean Rojava's not at war? Rojava just made a peace deal with ISIS. Idiots. Well, truce doesn't last very long. Oh, right, because there's a mechanic if you're in a civil war. Now, I'm not sure if it will show me over here. because maybe they're just not in there anymore. But like, for example, if we tag over to Syria, they can... No, that's Syrian Civil War, so that's specific. Civil War doesn't look like they can do it. Oh no, yep, anti-bully. Offer a ceasefire. So yeah, they can do that, and that's what they did. Idiotic, to say the least. Man, we're so close to bloody Idlib. Yet so far, because there's just so much al-Nusra and, you know, and Free Syrian Army troops. And actually they took Latakia, which is just +1. Oh no, that's too many enemies. And yeah, ISIS is trying to make a comeback and get across the Euphrates again, because now their eastern flank is paradoxically secure. So basically, ISIS is now reduced to a Syrian civil war contender. Olive Branch operation when? Well, soon. Peace deal with ISIS triggered. Kurdish Holocaust option. ISIS commander killed in coalition airstrike. Yeah, boy. Israel shoots down Russian airplane. I do prefer this to Millennium Dawn. Although Millennium Dawn is pretty fun too. Well, yeah, see, the thing is, with Transnistria, it's like, oh, look, it's got a Soviet flag. That's basically the idea. Transnistria is just the best country, man. I actually really like the idea of Transnistria. It is something that I enjoy. It makes a lot of sense. Alright. It is time for the pocket down here to die. Small industrial investments. Yeah, let's just get all the civilian factories first, because they're useful. 155. What can we buy for 155? Helicopters. Air superiority fighters. Engineer tanks. We do need engineer tanks. And yeah, look at that. ISIS just... German election, Angela Merkel re-elected. To absolutely no one's surprise. 70% approval rating. Huh. Like 100% experience already. This is, yeah, we need to defend this. Because otherwise ISIS is coming. Oh no, actually we need to counterattack here. Never mind. Not working out. Okay, if you're gonna stop attacking for like half a second, I'll show you. I show you and I'll push you all the way to Daraa. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Daraa will be ours, and that will make the FSA capitulate, which will reduce the troop count everywhere else. And yeah, look at ISIS's resurgence thanks to the bloody Kurds and thanks to Iraq. It's kind of funny, to be honest. Man, look at these models. They're so great. Can't stop drooling over them. My goals are also nice name. My goals are to essentially get to the Mediterranean, you know, secure Syria, secure Iraq, get them in my faction, and then destroy the Saudis, and maybe, you know, maybe this needs to go. That's, you know, pretty ambitious, and so I'm not sure if I'll be able to get it. Because Yemen is not going as well as I hoped. Not nearly as well as I hoped. Also, Syria is, well, it's also having problems, but I'm much more confident that we can win Syria. Because in the end, winning Syria shouldn't be that difficult. Iraq captures Kirkuk. Yep. Thought so. Iraq becomes owner controller of Kirkuk. Man, look at their organization. It's so dead. And yeah, and we won Iraq, so that's already good. But I mean, Iraq is pretty easy to win, so yeah. Anti-Balaka took one state. Oh, that's Central Africa. And yeah, Iraq hopefully will not fall to the Sadrist movement. And Sadr is actually the one that won the last Iraqi elections, so yeah. Travel ban passes. America, America, America. Why do you gotta be this way? And he's building the wall, obviously. Increase approval rating by 3%. Really now? Yeah, it's true what Amr said. You can just find out what people's politics are, you know. Transnistria's Soviet return. Nazi Muslim pedophile. Well, I mean, yeah. I am anti-Semitic, man. Just kidding, Mossad. Don't come and kill me in my sleep. Yeah, the territory under the control of Bashar over here is shrinking. ISIS second-in-command killing the Russian airstrike. Good riddance. And actually, if you're playing as ISIS, you get like the Mujahid that's been martyred by the, you know, by the infidels or something like that. Don't remember the exact wording, but yeah, it's basically that. And oh, look at that. ISIS is just surging to the south. Man, bloody ISIS. Hey, do you have any allies in the war? I just realized now I should be probably looking at that. Syrian Civil War. Oh no, there's only you. Because Hezbollah is not actually part of the war. They just send help. That's, you know, that's like that. Kurdistan resists Iraq. After their victory in Kirkuk, Iraq has increased pressure towards Kurdistan. In a recent move, Iraq demanded that Kurdistan abandon all ideas of independence or increased autonomy. The Kurdish government responded that Iraq has already shown its hostility against the Kurdish people. As such, they have no reason to agree to the demands of the bullies. This might spark a new civil war in Iraq. Oh, they have a war goal. So, I guess Kurdistan is going down. Is it? All of your units are very depleted. All of your units are very depleted, and in general, yeah, other than that, you have a lot of men, but
Is that enough? Probably not. And ISIS is almost to Damascus. Yeah, but we can take the Ra, so at least one thing will be secured. One enemy will be destroyed. That way the Syrian army can redeploy more troops to the east. And oh crap. This guy is also being a little bit of a dangerous man. Now, let's help him out there. If we can collapse down and make a push to the south like this, you know, that would be a pretty good encircling move on the advancement of ISIS. And that's the end of him, I think. Wait, he's attacking from Jordan. That's violation of international law. Man. Iraq declared war on Kurdistan. Should we help him? Well, we'll see. If he gets killed like an idiot, I'll help him. If he doesn't, I won't. Because there would be no reason to. Man, mountains. Thankfully we have special forces. They're pretty good in the mountains. Brrt. Yeah, man. The brrt. Nah, I'm not gonna lose the war. Yeah, ISIS under ISIS, man. And the division system has to work in this way. There's no other way in which it can. Now out here we just have the final showdown. Anti-Balaka versus Celica. Alright, we retook Palmyra. Come on. Get in there. Okay, good. So we retook Tadmor, as they call it. And now we can seriously collapse on ISIS. But he's got some troops. And actually... Whoa. Kurdistan is not doing bad. Saudi Arabia has sent volunteers to Kurdistan. Israel is supporting Kurdistan through a... Oh no, that's Kurdistan. Shit. Oh, see. Oh, I'm an idiot. See, what I wanted to do is... I thought, hey, they're supporting Iraq. I'm going to have Iran be on the same side as Saudi Arabia and Israel at the same time. But no. Wait, the independence of Iraq is guaranteed by China. Okay. Yeah, see. I feel like I could send some volunteers back to Iraq. And also, I need to go now. Because I am essentially about to fall asleep. I need to sleep. And, yeah, man, these special forces guys... Like these Takavar brigades. Like they may be bad, but they pack a punch. So I like them. They're relatively bad though. Like we're gonna change them. Change them up. The Ali ibn Talib division. I guess I can send in... I can send in one special force. What kind of special force are you exactly? The RGC Commando Division. That's a good division. Let's command the brigade. RGC Quds Battalion, RGC Commando Division. Commando. Pakistani Brigade. Interesting. There was another unit that I was trying to send there, but I think I just derped it somewhere where it shouldn't have been put. The missile group. I just love this. Artillery only. Bloody artillery only, man. Alright, I'll just send in this IRGC guy, man. You can be under... Let's get this man some experience. Send the volunteers. And I'll be playing this out next time, because I'm done now. In a world where Woodstock is curator of Iran, ISIS wins? Nah. So yeah, bye to everyone, and yeah, sorry to Shingletop, who just joined like a real man, but too late. Yeah, thank you all for joining me. See you soon.